my balls, so I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. You after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. So I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. You after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. My balls, so I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. You after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. My balls, so I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. You after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Hotep Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the Hotep's Been Told You After Party. I appreciate you guys joining me here on the Cannon Speaks channel. Make sure y'all please subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna start using this channel more. Also, please hit that like button. Please share the stream. Let people know we're live anyway. I appreciate you guys for hanging with me. Man, it's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week. First off, I got a strike on YouTube for nothing. They struck me down for some shit that we did over on Rumble. Go figure, right? Go figure. Anybody that was in the stream on Monday, it was a good stream. For 20 minutes, we were over on YouTube, kind of setting up the stream that we were going to, take to, to Rumble. And for some reason, I got struck down for that. How about that? If you were in the stream, we was using the code words as we usually do. We weren't giving out any medical advice or any of that shit. Somehow I got struck for medical misinformation for some reason. Go figure. Shit was crazy, man. But anyway, it's the backup channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We got Fuego over on Rumble holding it down. If you're over on Rumble watching, man, sound off in the chat, man. Let us know you hanging with us. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but despite it still live over there on Rumble. If you guys want to go check out the stream, it still lives over there. We did a movie review. I guess due to the nature of the fact that I got struck down over here, just know it was Hotep movie night on Monday, and you'll see it. You'll know exactly what it is as soon as you go to Rumble to check it out. Anyway, guys. Also, usually I got Jay Pylon hanging out with me, but Jay said he said a tornado hit his city. Jay said a tornado hit his city, but they're good. He said it's just they don't have any power right now. So prayers to the people over there in Oklahoma where Jay lives at. I'm happy that the Pylon family didn't get hit by the tornado. I hope they get power back soon, and everything's good to go, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Anyway, like I said, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we're live. If you're catching that replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Anyway, bruh. Let me see who we got in the chat. So, let's see. We got... I can't pronounce it. I apologize. We got David Brumbelow. Not financial advice. What's going on? We got Steven Zimmer in the building. What's the deal? Who else we got? We got Ricardo. What's going on, Ricardo? We got Damian Rutland. We got Protocol in the building. Tyler Rose. What's going on? We got Phil the Kill. Said cracking open my good beer. I hear that. I ain't got no beer, but I got some Dr. Pepper Zero with a little Douce in there. It's been a hell of a day for me. We got Jonah as always. What's going on, Jonah? We got Fuego, like I said, holding it down over on Rumble. We got I Love Ketchup over on Rumble as well. We got Rami Kala in the building. What's going on? We got my man Rez in the building. What's the deal? Oh man, I appreciate you guys. Emmanuel Presley, what's going on? I'm fighting the good, I'm trying to fight the system, you know what I mean? I'm raging against the machine, not raging on behalf of it. Oh man, anyway, guys. Man, so let's get to it. So let me see, what's this? So as many of you know, there was I guess they had a pride, they had some kind of pride something at the White House, right? And Donnie T, Jesus Christ, Joe Nicholslick out here virtue signaling. And he had like a little, I guess, parade or whatever it is they had at the White House, and it's gotten a lot of attention, mainly due to what's the word? Some trans model and some other people out there flashing their bare chest at what's supposed to be a family event. Was supposed to be a family event. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Fair use, fair use. Check this nonsense out, guys.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Year. Happy Pride Life.
Yeah.
Transgender children.
You are beautiful.
You are heard.
You hear this
You're
nonsense?
understood.
You are loved.
And you belong. One of the bravest and most inspiring people I've ever known.
I mean, you're welcome.
Good folks.
Can we take a little video?
So this person right here with Joe Biden is a trans man, trans woman, trans woman, right? So trans woman is what the man that goes to the woman, trans woman. Okay. All right.
Hi, Mr. President.
You can tell the voice is still like, it's like me trying to put on a feminine voice, by the way.
It is an honor. Trans rights are human rights.
So they're just taking advantage of fucking Weekend at Bernie's over this bitch, right? This shit is crazy. Right? Look at him. He barely know where he at. He don't know what the fuck going on. His glass is coming halfway off his goddamn face. He look crazy. They just took complete advantage of him, okay? Again, this person right here. Now, HJ and those guys, they showed a tweet from somebody on Twitter saying that this trans person here, this dude looks pretty goddamn good for a trans person. And I laugh because me and a friend of mine was having a conversation, and they was like, yo, some of these trans jobs, right? Some of these surgeries, like, you can't fucking tell, right? You can't fucking tell. And I said, shit. I said, I don't care how good them fucking surgeries is, boy. You know what you can't fucking hide? You can't hide them goddamn feet. Boy, look at them feet. Look at them feet. You can't hide them feet. You can shave your Adam's apple. You can grow some breast, or get them to put some breast on your chest. You can get a weave put in, some fingernails and shit. You can't hide them goddamn feet. You can't hide them, boy. That's got to be every bit of what? A size what? That's about a size 13 right there. That nigga got a size 13 foot and some fucking Gucci flip-flops, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Oh man, if you meet a bitch and her shoe, you can fit her shoes, boy. You need to do some background work. You need to do some background work, boy. Holy shit. You can't hide them feet. You can't do it. I don't care what nobody say. Now I'm not gonna go no further with the video because I don't care to show the trans person holding the titties and all that other shit because it's just not necessary. However, what I will say is that they tripping, man. So like if you saw in the beginning, right? Where is it at? Right here. If you see in the beginning, they got the pride flag or trans, whatever flag this is, front and center, and got the nerve to have the American flag on either side of the pillars. Like, move over. Like, this shit is some bullshit right here, right? You think on Juneteenth, right? You think on Juneteenth they're gonna put the Juneteenth flag dead center of the fucking on the White House like that? Hell, are they gonna have a Juneteenth celebration at the White House? Somebody tell me. Are they gonna, you know what I mean? To me, it's just another fucking day off. You know what I mean? But are they gonna have a Juneteenth celebration? Are they gonna put the Juneteenth flag front and fucking center like they just did this one? Y'all tell me. This shit ridiculous to me, man. You know what I mean? It's funny that, you know, the LGBTQ community gets a whole goddamn month, right? First off, they make a big deal about Black History Month. Mind you, it's in February. It's only 28 days in February. But Pride gets fucking, was it 31 days in June? Is it 31 days in June? They get all 31 days of that shit. Right? Father's Day, We get 1 fucking day. But Pride, they get 31 goddamn days. This shit makes no sense to me, guys. No sense to me. That's why the Hoteps, we taking June, goddammit. Strong Dad June out this bitch. We got Strong Dad June going on, guys. Make sure you represent. You need to be on Twitter every day. What's this, day 14? This is day 14 or day 15? Sorry, guys. Day 15, Strong Dad June. Post your pictures of you and your kids. Like I said, we the ones that went out to get milk and came back, goddammit. We ain't leave the house go get a gallon of milk and they never come back. We ain't leave the house go get a big gulp and they never come back. We came back, goddammit. We might have got to the front door and took a deep breath and walked back through that bitch, but we came back, goddammit. We came back. We the real fathers out here to know the real struggle of parenthood. We the ones that get home and we might have to sit in the car for a few minutes just to get it together because we know we got to go in the house to some bullshit sometimes. You know what I mean? These kids like Sour Patch. Remember that Sour Patch Kid commercial? First they're sour, now they're sweet. That's how the kids be sometimes. I got a 14-year-old on my hands now. A couple more years, she's going to be driving. She want to get her hair done tomorrow. It's going to cost me about $250 just to do my daughter's hair tomorrow. Bruh. Not to mention my son, you know what I mean? We gonna go see the Flash because he want to see the Flash. You know, haircuts. When me and him go to get a haircut, we go to get haircuts every 2 weeks. It's about 40 for me and it's about 20 for him. So we paying $60 to go get haircuts every 2 weeks. Shoes, all that shit, spending time. You know what I mean? Real dad shit. Not them motherfuckers that's part-time dads who on Father's Day they post a picture of the kid that they text the baby mother like, send me a picture of my son or send me a picture of my daughter, and then they post that shit on Father's Day trying to cap like they done, you know, they put in all the fucking hard work and shit like that. And shout out to the fathers who stepped up in place of the real dad. Shout out to the stepdads. Shout out to the god daddies. You know what I mean? Shout out to the guys that might have gotten a relationship with a woman who ain't got kids of his own, but she had kids and he became the father figure for that kid, the role model for that kid. Shout out to you. We appreciate you out there. But it's getting crazy out here, guys. We in strange times, bro. I heard something one day. They said, so my son will get in trouble for dressing up as an Indian for Halloween. But a man can dress up as a woman and don't nothing happen. Oh man, that is fucking hilarious. That's fucking bizarre world if you ask me. A dude can dress up as a woman and everything's fine. Alright? But let my daughter want to dress like Pocahontas for Halloween. It's a fucking problem. It's a goddamn problem. This shit is crazy. So I heard another one. The guy was like, so you take the black woman off the fucking syrup bottle, but you put a fake woman on the goddamn soda can or a fucking beer can. How ass backward is that? Now you got the White House having some fucking pride celebration on the lawn. You know what I mean? And it becoming some debaucherous fucking taboo shit. The fucking thing to take away from the whole goddamn thing, which is supposed to be somehow a fucking family event. You got kids there apparently, and you got people walking around with their titties out. Walk around with their titties out. Not to mention this past week, they had some pride parades here in Baltimore, and a buddy of mine was like, hey yo, shit crazy, yo. He said, I just seen a little kid with a buzz cut and a goddamn dress on. I saw a little boy with a buzz cut and a goddamn dress. Bruh. He said there's people walking around with fucking assless chaps and all this other shit, but you got kids there too, but it's supposed to be a family event. Then allegedly down in Florida, you had them cancel the pride parades because DeSantis like kids, you know, they was like they didn't want kids there. So because kids weren't allowed the pride, they fucking canceled some of their parades, which that sound a bit sus to me. That sound a bit sus to me. I don't think you can't get no zestier than a fucking dude walk around with ashless chaps. Heather Hartnett said it rained on the parade here. Pardon the pun. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. LP said you gotta feel their wrist. Oh yeah, boy. If your motherfucking forearms look like my goddamn forearms, I don't shit. Do a background check, goddammit. If she got size 13 feet, you better do a background check. If the motherfucking forearms look like Johnny Atlas, you better fucking do a background check. Oh man. If she sweat testosterone, this smell like she fucking. If she sweat and smell like she fucking just squatted 650, do a background check. Oh my gosh, that shit is fucking hilarious, bro. Fucking hilarious. But that shit's crazy, yo. And everybody tripping. You know what I mean? And the sad part about it is that the LGBTQ blah 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 community don't even realize they just being used. They really think that the government really care about them. They think the government really got their back. They think the government really got their back. They're here for you. No, they don't give a shit about you. They gonna use you just like they use black people with the votes, even though you're just a fucking fraction of the population. They're gonna use you for votes and virtue signaling. Let's go back to 2008. Did we gotta go that far back? 2008, 2000 what? Yeah, about 2008. Joe Biden didn't give a fuck about you. Joe Biden said, I don't agree with gay marriage. Me and Obama don't agree with gay marriage. That shit is a man and a woman thing. When he was debating with Shorty that ran with McCain, I forgot her name, living in Alaska, talking about she could see Russia from Alaska. What's her name? Sarah Palin. When he was debating Sarah Palin, he was like, nope, marriage between a man and a woman. Same guy that was like, I voted for 700 miles of wall back in the day. See, the thing is, when you look back at history and you see their stances, and then now all of a sudden they go super hard for you, that's only because they need to virtue signal to garner some votes from you simple asses. And don't worry, you're not the only simple motherfuckers out here. There's a bunch of black folks that's out here just as fucking simple as you, doing an electric slide in the middle of fucking DC because they thought that they got rid of the bad man when they really voted the fucking bad man in. They voted the fucking bad man in. Shit is fucking retarded, man. Fucking retarded. They'll learn though. They'll learn when their fucking when their usefulness runs out and their asses is off on the sidelines like we are, and then they move on to another demographic of people. I tell you, go figure, right? But they won't learn until it's too late. They will not learn until it's too late. But at the same time, will it be too late? They want our kids now. They want our kids to be little snitches. They want our sons to be emasculated. They want our daughters to not be feminine. This is another way of population control, guys. You don't always have to sterilize people. All right, all you gotta do is you don't want boys to spread their seed, make them gay. Can't spread their seed amongst other little boys. You need those fertile walls. All right, men need those fertile walls of a woman to spread that seed. You don't want your daughter to bear fruit. Women need a man to bear fruit, bear children. If you turn them against each other, if you make the women too masculine, or you make the man too feminine, or you change their gender, or you convince them that they like other little girls or other boys or whatever, that's how you control population as well. That's how you control the population as well. Oh man, it's just a sad fact. It's a sad fact, guys. You know what I mean? And the sad part is that people just out here in these streets just all willy-nilly and don't care. They're not paying attention. They're not paying attention, y'all. Exactly, Phil. They really think corporations have a moral center that agrees with them. No. That ESG score shit is for real. That ESG score is for real. Exactly, Damon. They didn't need that vote back then, so they could say whatever they wanted. Now they need it now. Boy, I tell you. Anyway, that's enough of that. Again, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we're live. If you're catching that replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I could use that constructive criticism. So check it, guys. So apparently, there's a bill that passed the House that could possibly roll back the draconian pistol brace rule. It passed the House, now it has to go to the Senate. Once it passed the Senate, it will roll back the pistol brace rule. Only thing about it is that there's a possibility that Joe Nicholslick, a very high possibility that Joe Nicholslick vetoes it. If you guys don't know what it is, if you can see behind me, let me see. Top left, you'll see my AR-15 pistol up there with no stock or brace on it. My bottom right, is it bottom right? Yeah. My bottom right, which is this way, cause my screen's flip. Bottom right, which is this way, you'll see my 9mm the same way, has a pistol buffer tube on it, no brace or stock. It's because the ATF, in all their draconian fashion, who I don't even know how this shit is a thing, but they passed a rule which should only be done in Congress that AR-15s or pistol or any type of pistol caliber carbine or pistol configuration, such as my Jesus, this thing right here, god damn it, my AR-15 pistol and my 9mm AR, they can't have pistol braces on them because they say it violates the NFA, even though for a fucking decade they said that we can have pistol braces on our pistol configurations. For a decade they said that shit. They said as long as we don't shoulder it or intend to shoulder it, it was completely legal. Now all of a sudden it's illegal. And now if you have one on your gun, right? If you have one on your gun, you become a felon and you could do potentially 10 years federal time for a fucking piece of plastic that serves no function unless you're handicapped, serves no function other than making your gun look like a complete gun. Because like I said before, guys, I don't need a pistol brace to make that gun function, and I don't need that pistol brace to make that gun shoot straight or accurately. However, I want it. And it's never been a Bill of Rights. I mean, it's never been a Bill of Needs. It's a Bill of Rights. It's my right to have that shit. Anyway, they got a law in the books, or a bill that's going to the Senate now. If the Senate signs off on it, then you can kiss the pistol. Well, tentatively, you can kiss the pistol brace goodbye. A pistol brace rule goodbye. But we'll see how that goes because Joe Nicholslick could veto it. So we'll see how that happens. I'm telling you guys, this shit is ridiculous. Steven Zimmer says ESG is a method of control. Yeah, of course it is. Right? That's why you see these companies jumping through hoops, right? Because even if they lose money, as long as they comply with that ESG bullshit, they good. They good. They don't gotta worry about losing their stockholders and none of that shit. Shit is ridiculous, man. Oh my gosh. Let me see. See. Fertile Walls is your fantasy football team name. Yo, you was a fool, bro. You was a fool. Holy smokes. Oh man, where am I at now? Oh, here we go. All right, let's get to it. So earlier this week, Trump got indicted. Was it Tuesday? Trump got indicted again for a second time. Now, we all saw this coming. We all know they're going to do everything they need to do in order to try to make sure Donnie T does not run for president of the United States in 2024. This is the third time they tried to subvert his run. In 2016, they did it with the whole Russia thing, the whole grab 'em by the pussy thing, right? And it didn't work for them. Getting Donnie T elected was a middle finger to the establishment. That's what it was. Lo and behold, he actually worked out. He was doing shit that the Democrats was promising us for 50 years. He was getting that shit done in 1 year. And they was like, oh shit, ho. You can't just be coming in here and actually getting shit done. That's not how politics work. But guess what? Donnie T was in there, he was getting work done, and they was like, fuck. If he continue on this path, we'll never get in power again. So what did they do? In my opinion, they threw a fucking Hail Mary, and the bass came out. And if you've been here for any amount of time, you know what the bass is. They fucking released the bass. They released the crack, and they released that 19. It's my opinion. My opinion alone. If you agree with me, you agree with me. If not, I understand. And that still wasn't stopping him. He was still getting shit done. He actually came up with the Operation Warp Speed, whether you agree with it or not. He did. The vacation, the round trip, it came out under him. Right? Whether you agree with it or not, it came out under him. He was winning. Then what they tried to do? They tried to impeach him over a phone call between him and Zelensky. Remember that? The infamous phone call that even Zelensky said, no, it ain't what y'all saying it was. Lo and behold, he beat that. Oh man, so when he beat that, they was like, shit. Right? Next thing you know, here come 2020. And he was whooping ass. That night. Now let me rewind a little bit though. Coming up on the heels of 2020. And I'm gonna talk in code, because you got to. Like Unc said, it's the 52 fake out. I didn't even talk about any quote unquote medical misinformation on my stream Monday. I didn't. Either they looked at the thumbnail or somebody reported me. I got a strike now, but I'm still talking code. The Yamin came out, people at home, people sheltering in place, all that other shit, right? I said, why are they doing this? And I said, you know what? They can't beat them. So they had to manufacture this shit in order to get in order to get people to either A, go against him, or B, this is the way they're going to kind of control the outcome. Right? Come July, I'm working at the job I was working at the time, and I see on here was it ABC News, I think it was. In order for us to have continue our free and fair, you know what I'm talking about, our free and fair day on November 4th or 8th or whatever it was, 4th, right? Whatever, I think it's November 8th. Our free and fair day in November. We're gonna give you what I was calling penny savers. We're gonna mail these penny savers out. You fill out your penny saver and you can mail it back to us. And your penny saver's gonna count. And I said, oh Lord, this is how they gonna do it. This is how they gonna make sure Donnie T doesn't succeed. And the reason why I call them penny savers, said they're gonna mail these shits out like penny savers. There'll be no chain of custody, nobody will know who had what, and people will mail these penny savers back in and they will be counted. How many penny savers a person mails in, it's not gonna matter. Everybody thought I was crazy. What's the difference between that and an absentee? And I said the difference between that and an absentee is the fact that absentee has a chain of custody. These penny savers won't have a chain of custody. Lo and behold, these penny savers did not have a chain of custody. All right. Next thing you know, here comes 2020. I'm watching Hotep's Been Told You because it was a star-studded event. They had Sonny Johnson. This is before I was even Hotep, guys. Well, I was Hotep, but that's before I, was doing YouTube and stuff. He had Sonny Johnson, Olivia Rondeau was on there. I believe Patriot J jumped on. There's a bunch of people that was on there that night. Chad was on there. Great night. Donnie T wearing their ass out. All of a sudden they stopped counting. I said, oh shit. Oh shit. Why they stop? Come back, get up in the morning. I think I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, Nickel Slick is pulled ahead. I said, oh shit, they done broke the penny savers out. They wanted to see how much they was losing by, and they brought them penny savers out. And I stand by that. I think that's what it was. And a lot of people, y'all know why I think that, right? Now, I thought that in the beginning, but if you guys aren't familiar with my channel, I've always harped on this one. This was my proof, I guess I would say, that it was Shanghai. This is my proof that this shit was Shanghai. Back that up a little bit. Back a little more. Boom. Let's do that. This is why I always thought it was Shanghai right here. This is from Time Magazine, guys. Time Magazine. This was done February. Let me see. This was done February 4th, 2021. What does that say? The secret history of the shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election. Crazy, right? This was after inauguration. So I guess they felt bold, like, fuck, we can say what we want now. We can say whatever we want. We can say whatever we want. Let's see. Look at this. The handshake between business and labor was just one component of the vast cross-partisan campaign to protect to protect 2020, an extraordinary shadow effort dedicated not to quote unquote winning, but to ensuring it will be free and fair. What? For more than a year, a loosely organized coalition of operatives scrambled to shore up America's institutions. Let's read that again. For more than a year, a loosely organized coalition of operatives scrambled to shore up America's institutions as they came under simultaneous attack from remorseless pandemonium and an autocratically inclined president. What are they talking about? President Donnie T. Hold on, let me see. This might not be the right one. Though much of this activity took place on the left, it was separate from the Biden campaign and crossed ideological lines with crucial contributions by nonpartisan and conservative actors. The scenario of the shadow campaigners were desperate to stop the scenario the shadow campaigners were desperate to stop was not a Trump victory. It was an election so calamitous that no result could be oh shit, I stopped it there. But you get the point. If you want to read that, check it out. It's on Time Magazine. The article is very eye-opening, guys. And guess what? We didn't have any committee to find out the truth about that, did we? No, we had a committee about that day in January, Juneteenth. We had a committee about the call to Zelensky. We were told that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian misinformation. Phil says he remembered. He said the gall of them to say it publicly. Yeah. They told us. And like I said, this was February of 21. Yet they still opened up an investigation into that day in January. They still stand by saying, oh no, this thing nothing was stolen. Everything was fortified. Nothing was shanghaied. Everything was fortified. Fast forward to now. Donnie T's high in the polls. Vivek Ramaswamy, you're not going to be nothing, buddy. Not even with your Soros money. You're not. DeSantis has a shot, but he still can't beat Trump. And the powers that be know that. The powers that be know that. Okay? So what they do, you got the indictment from Alvin Bragg, which is bullshit. That indictment from Alvin Bragg is bullshit. Alvin Bragg even knows it's bullshit. But guess what? He was told that he had to make that shit happen. And they know they're not going to win that. They know they're not going to win that. This indictment now about the classified documents, right? They're not going to win that. They're not going to win that. And they know they're not going to win that. You know why? Because if they convict him over it, guess who else they have to convict over it? They have to convict Joe Biden over it. They would have to convict Barack Obama over it. They have to convict George W. over it. They have to convict Bill Clinton over it. Everybody's done it. It's not going to hold water. He'll win that case. He won't go to jail. However, what it's meant to do is to time up in so much litigation to keep him in court dates that he has no time to run his campaign. Either he'll go bankrupt trying to fight these cases, or he won't have time to run for president. Either one's good for them. You know what I mean? Either one's good for them. Manuel says, "What I support RFK." I gotta look into RFK. I don't really know much about him. You know what I mean? I don't know as much about him. But it's a sham, guys. You know, anybody with common sense can see the sham. Oh, he got a court date. I mean, it's a debate in Nebraska. Make sure he got a court date in Miami that day. Make sure he got a court date in New York that day. Make sure he can't make that debate. Oh, he got a rally where? Make sure he got a court date. Or better yet, make sure he can't leave the state. How about that? Make sure he can't leave the state. He's a flight risk. Make sure he can't leave the state. Donnie T, put him on house arrest until these things are taken care of. This is what they want. We're watching the weaponization of our federal government against civilians in real time. They can do that to a former president. What the fuck you think they would do to us? Why do you think they got 87,000 IRS agents that's going to be strapped up? Why do you think they just passed it so that you don't need to be getting audited for them to look into your financials? See, they moving at a breakneck pace to get that agenda done. Donnie T already threw a wrench in it for 4 years. Hate him or love him, that's what he did. Excuse me, guys. Hate him or love him, that's what he did. Like I said, he's done more for the American citizens than Democrats have done in 50 years. And make no mistake, there's some conservatives, there's some Republicans in on this coup as well. Make no mistake about Mitch McConnell. Make no mistake about it. What they're doing to Donnie T is not fair. What they're doing to Donnie T is not fair. But what I say, guys, the Democrats is always playing dirty. And the Republicans and the conservatives want them to play fucking shoot the fair one. They're not. You want to fight with they want them to fight with regulation gloves. Meanwhile, they got plaster in their wraps. You gotta fight fire with fire when it comes to them. They got to get back on track. They got to get them 15-minute cities built. They got to get their climate credits, carbon credits, whatever the fuck it's called. They got to get that shit done. You want to eat a fucking steak, it's going to cost you. Thanks, Neo. Thanks, Retro Neon. Exactly, the rhinos. Yeah, the rhinos. Shit, some of the hardcore Republicans too. Pence in on that shit. I said that before. Pence all the way in on that shit. That's why he didn't do the right thing on that day in January. That's why he didn't do the right thing on Juneteenth. That's why he didn't do the right thing on Juneteenth. How far is too far? Well, let's do that. Exactly. And they'll still fucking break through the fucking the wall and keep it pushing. Like I said, guys, Donnie T not gonna go to jail over this shit. It's not even made for him to go to jail. It's not made for him to go to jail. It's just made to fucking waste time so he can't run a proper race. That's all. Just like this pistol brace bullshit. They know that shit not gonna hold up. But guess what? They did it. They doing it long enough to get people to comply with the NFA. Which, salute the people out there in them streets. Salute to the gun owners who ain't registered they pistols on the NFA registry. Salute to you. He said less than like 1% did that shit. That's what I'm talking about. I'll run them fucking pistol buffer tubes before I register my shit. But that's all it is. You seen how it goes. They'll pass the president will do an executive order knowing he can't do an executive order. They'll fight that shit in court. But while they fighting that shit in court, right? While they fighting that shit in court, guess what? That executive order still staying, and people got to follow that. Look how they did with the Yemen. It eventually got ruled that it was unconstitutional for them to force people to take the Yemen, right? But while they were fighting that shit in court, guess what? How many government workers took that Yemen? How many other workers took that Yemen before it was ruled unconstitutional and wrong? A lot of people did. They knew that shit was gonna get shot down. They did it anyway to get people to comply until it got shot down. That's how it's gonna be with Donnie T. Yeah, he's gonna win these cases, but it's gonna buy them time to keep him off the fucking campaign trail. I agree, Phil. I 100% agree. But the thing is, I think the reason why he hasn't backed down off of it, because if he backs down off of it and say, which I think he should just say, look guys, we got new information about the Yemen. It might be fucking y'all up. You know, I'm sorry about that. I would have never forced you guys to take it. Right? Warp speed might have been a bad idea. But if he does that, it makes it look like warp speed wasn't a win. It makes it like warp speed. It makes it look like warp speed wasn't a victory. And unfortunately, Donnie T's ego is not going to allow him to go, yeah, you know what, that was probably wrong. You know, even if he was like, yo, I put it out, and he said this before actually. Look, I got it done. I put it out there. I would have never forced you guys to take it though. You know, that's what, you know. Just own the fail, you know. But, you know, put the caveat. I would have never forced you guys to do that. I just put it out there if you wanted it. You know what I mean? He could do that. But if he doesn't back warp speed, it looks like a fail. That's why he keeps backing warp speed. Because a lot of us purebloods out there, you know, we're not the majority, which is crazy. We're not the majority, unfortunately. By the way, if you ain't seen the interview between Dr. Peter McCullough and HJ with Hotep Jesus and Dr. Ty Ricks, go become a member over on Hotep Jesus' channel. Go watch that. It was a wealth of knowledge in there. Wealth of knowledge in there. Even telling you how to get rid of some of those side effects from the yameen. How to dissolve some of that bullshit out of your system from the yameen. It was a fantastic interview. It's worth the price of admission, guys. I'm telling you. I was in that motherfucker with a notepad, like, bromine. Okay, got it. I got family members that took the yameen. I'm worried about them. But if I can get some, if I can help them beat the side effects, I'm gonna do that. Anyway, Donnie T will be fine, guys. The thing about it is, if you're going to support him, you got to back him, man. Now the thing about it is, his approval rating is higher now that he's been indicted a second time. This motherfucker might as well. They better not shoot him, because they better not shoot him and he survived. His ass gonna fucking definitely win. Fucking Donnie T is 50 Cent. Donnie T is fucking Tupac out this bitch. That's facts. Curcumin. I got curcumin in my cabinet. Right? I cook with curcumin. But yeah, it's a derivative of turmeric. Get that turmeric. Bruh. Let's see. But like I said, guys, you gotta back Donnie T. You know what I mean? RFK, I haven't looked into him yet. I'm gonna watch that Rogan interview. I heard some stuff about the Rogan interview. I'm gonna listen to it. But they're also trying to, I think, they're trying to pass a law to kind of get rid of the third party or some shit like that. They up to no fucking good, yo. The powers that be are up to no fucking good. Retro Neon. Donald Trump. You tried to kill me, but I'm still here. Five shots couldn't stop me. I took it and smiled. Bro, I never seen a collective of people hate one person so bad. I never seen a collective of people try to stop one person so much. That just proves how powerful they are. That just proves how powerful Donnie T is. Does he have his faults? Of course he has his faults, right? So let's take this stuff that they're talking about, right? Let's go to the Hill real quick. Donald Trump indictment poses political headache for Biden. This was today. Get rid of all these goddamn things. President Biden is facing an unprecedented task with no easy solution dealing with the federal indictment of former President Trump, while fighting off unsubstantiated claims by the right that Biden was involved in his political opponent's prosecution. Unsubstantiated? Are we really going to say unsubstantiated claims, Hill? Are we really going to sit there and throw Biden that much bail and say this shit was unsubstantiated? Fox News Chiron deemed Biden a wannabe dictator during Trump's speech Tuesday night following his arraignment. Trump himself decried Biden as a corrupt sitting president who, in tandem with the Justice Department, was targeting the frontrunner for the 2024 GOP presidential nomination. You know what? This is what I'll say. It's not Biden doing it. It's not his campaign doing it. You know who's doing it? It's the donors. It's the DNC. It's the Clinton Foundation. It's the Soroses. That's who's doing this. They, them, the collective is doing it. The rhinos, they're doing it. Big pharma, big tech. The shadow campaign that helped save the 2020 is also the shadow campaign that's trying to derail him from running in 2024. Okay. Meanwhile, Republicans on Capitol Hill have been constantly attacking the White House, accusing Biden of politicizing the Justice Department, which is, come on guys, we've seen this. It's been happening, period, full stop. It's happened. They were doing it back when it was him and Obama. Biden and his aides have repeatedly stressed in recent days that they've had no contact with Special Counsel Jack Smith or Attorney General Merrick Garland about the Trump case. That's because they don't run Merrick Garland or Jack Smith. Come on, we know that. They, them, the collective run Merrick Garland and Jack Smith. Biden has vowed throughout his presidency that he would restore a sense of independence to the Justice Department after Trump routinely weighed in on or called for investigations during his 4 years in the White House. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Still, the White House must convince some skeptical Americans that the president is sticking to that pledge as leading Republicans paint the Justice Department's indictment of Donald Trump as a political maneuver against Biden's top rival. Anybody with eyes can see that. Ray Charles can see that. Fucking Stevie Wonder can see that shit. Biden was asked last week, hours before Trump was indicted, why Americans should have faith in the Justice Department. Because you'll notice I have never once, not one single time, suggested to the Justice Department what they should do or not do relative to bringing a charge or not bringing a charge. I'm honest. Biden responded, what? Okay. We know this is a concerted effort, right? We know this is a two-tier justice system. We know they're going after him completely, right? We know that this is politically motivated. You know why this is politically motivated? Because when they found Biden and his classified documents in his garage next to his Corvette and at the school he had an office in for some fucking reason, and then I forgot the other place. No charges were brought against him, or he wasn't put under indictment. And guess what? He wasn't even supposed to have the documents because he wasn't the president of the United States. See, the president of the United States has sole declassification powers. So whatever Donnie T had at Mar-a-Lago, no matter if it was in the fucking shower or in a closet, it was declassified because he could declassify because he was the president of the United States. Joe Biden wasn't. He was the vice president, which means that he didn't have any type of declassification powers. So why did he have classified documents in his house? It shouldn't have been. How about we go and look at Hillary Clinton? Hillary Clinton had a whole fucking server that wasn't under DOJ or the DOD. It was a private server that when the FBI asked to see it, she had it bleach bit. She had it scrubbed. And then somehow managed to have a third party that she hired go look at it for them and say, yeah, we didn't find anything. Nothing ever came of that. She wasn't brought up on charges for tampering with evidence or none of that shit. That's federal. That's a federal offense. And she got away with that shit. And you want to know why she got away with that shit, guys? I'll say allegedly to cover my ass. Barry O had there was some correspondence between her and Barry O on that private server. There was some correspondence between her and Barry O on that private server. In order for her to have correspondence with Barry O on that private server, guess what had to have happened? Her email address would have had to have been whitelisted by the White House in order for him to communicate with her like that. What? Say it again. her email would have had to been whitelisted at the White House for them to have correspondence between each other. Which tells me that her and Barry O had some shit on that fucking server that they had to fucking protect. And if Hillary went down, Barry O was going down. And they couldn't have that shit. Just like when they were spying, allegedly spying on Donnie T and them at the tower, right? Barry O knew about that. Barry O knew about that, allegedly. Allegedly, a guy named Mike Rogers allegedly went to Donnie T and said, hey, they spying on you. And did it in a skiff, and then the next day, Donnie T moved to Bedminster, New Jersey, and then he put out there they bugged the tower. You don't think Barry O knew about that? See, that whole collusion, that whole Russia thing, right? It wasn't. That shit initially was not to make Donnie T look bad. You know what that shit was about? That shit was to cover Barry O's ass for spying on a presidential candidate. Because they spied on him during the campaign with no cause, no probable cause, with no FISA warrants. And then tried to backtrack and get those FISA warrants by false means. And that shit got out of hand. That's what happened. That entire investigation was to cover Barry O's ass and Old Hill Dog. Who? Remember Trump Tower meeting? Let's go with the Tower meeting, right? Trump Tower meeting. Allegedly, this lady named Natasha Veselnitskaya went up there to talk to Donnie T Jr. about some opposition research they had on Old Hill Dog. Allegedly, that didn't happen. They were talking about fucking Russian babies or some shit like that. And the meeting it ended. Thing is, who sponsored Natasha Veselnitskaya's visas to be here? The Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation. See, that deep state was showing their hand all the way up from 2015 all the way up to 2020. They were showing their hand. Fast forward again to today. We got Donnie T, who is a sitting U.S. president who has sole declassification powers, under indictment for classified, quote unquote, classified documents that he had, that he was allowed to have. See, the thing is, once they're declassified, who the fuck cares where you hold them at? Once they're declassified, them motherfuckers can sit in a goddamn living room in a scrapbook. They're declassified. See, the news want to make you believe that the shit was classified. Yeah, at a point it used to be. But the minute he goes, this presidential napkin, I hereby deem this declassified. That's all you got to do. I hereby deem these declassified. And the shit's fucking declassified. Question is, we want to go full Kufi on tight. What the fuck did he take? What did Donnie T take that they did not want out in the open? What did he declassify and take that they did not want to get out to the public? Should he felt like he wanted to get it out to the public? That's the real question. They say they raided Mar-a-Lago because they didn't like, or they raided because he wasn't cooperating. We know that's a fucking lie. I've done the fucking stream. He cooperated. It isn't like the way in which he did. They raided Mar-a-Lago because he had something in there in one of those files that he had a file they did not want him to have. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that shit. My question is, what the fuck was it? Was it the aliens? Was it the JFK shit? What was it? I want to know. Was it fucking Waco? Was it Timothy McVeigh shit? I want to fucking know. Was Osama no longer here before they did Zero Dark 30? What was the shorty name? She was like the president of, like, was it Kuwait or some shit? Or Iran? Was it Iran? That said, oh shit, Osama, that nigga dead. Fuck, I think he dead already. And a couple weeks later, her ass was fucking dead. That's an interesting maybe. Maybe. I want to know what Donnie T had that they was willing to go do a raid on his house for. But they didn't raid Nickel Slick. They ain't raid Nickel Slick place. Bottom line is this, guys. We're seeing the weaponization of our federal government against civilians and presidential candidates, all to subvert the 2024 campaign. They can't let him win anymore. They know they can't beat him square up. They can't square up with him, like, you know, they can't throw hands with him one-on-one. They gotta jump this nigga. And that's what they doing. Remember what they did in where's that? Remember what they did in 2020, guys. Remember what they did. Just saying. Remember what they did. Remember what they tried to do in 16. Hell, remember what they tried to do in the midterms just now, or what they did in the midterms. They not opposed to going to the same playbook twice, guys. They not beyond going to the same play twice, guys. Phil said people assumed on some of those documents that we all seen at Donnie T's house look like a bunch of exactly but newspaper articles, menus, dumb shit like that. Like I said, it doesn't hold water. I do think the raid was something bigger. I think he had some shit that they did not want him to have. He declassified it. It was well within his right to have it, but they didn't want him to have that shit. However, these indictments won't hold water. He'll win these indictments. However, they're counting on these things fucking up his campaign run. That's why this is happening, guys. That's why this is happening. Anyway, I wanted to end on this note right here. Let's look at this real quick. And if you're new, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please, guys, subscribe to this channel. This is my backup channel. Share this stream. This is my backup channel. So should something happen to my other channel that right now I currently can't do anything on, this is where you'll find me. I appreciate you guys. I know it's getting oh shit, word. Damn, when did this happen? 4 hours ago. Look at this shit, guys. Rip Ray Lewis the third. Ray Lewis's son, dead at 28. Damn. Damn. That's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad. That's really sad. So I have to read up on that later. We'll bring that to you later. So check this out, guys. I got two things I want to bring up. We're gonna bring this one up first. I want to know what y'all think. Let me know. Let me know if you think this guy got a point here. Let's get to it. Let's turn that down.
Believe NASA really went to the moon, then who stayed behind to film them leaving? Who filmed this? It must have been somebody pretty dedicated, because they're still on the moon. Shabadoo Booskies! If you believe NASA really went to the moon, then who stayed behind to film them leaving? Who filmed this? It must have been somebody pretty dedicated, because they're still on the moon. Shabadoo Booskies!
What y'all think about that, yo? He got a point. Everybody always made that point, right? Yeah, okay. Who the fuck filmed him taking off? That's real interesting to me. Yeah, Phil. Yeah, he got off on a murder charge in Atlanta, I think it was. Oh shit, I hit the Rumble page last week. That's what I'm talking about, goddammit. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's keep that momentum going. Help me. Let's get Hotep TV to 2,000 subs and head over to Canon Hotep on Rumble and get me up to 1,000. I appreciate that. Who knows? That's that. Hey, that's a Kufu and tight right there. LP said Stanley Kubrick clearly what? Moon Room 237, right? Moon Room 237. That's it. And they, and the cool part, right? There's this theory that in The Shining, when the little boy's playing on the floor, right, he has on an Apollo 11 sweater. But if you look at the pattern on the floor is it looks like the launch pads from NASA. And then the kid went to the room 237, which is alleged. But if you look at the key tag, it's kind of, if you read it backwards, I guess it says Moon Room 237, which is really fucking interesting. Stanley Kubrick had a way of putting things into movies that he wanted to get out there in the open. Look at Eyes Wide Shut. That fucking scene when they were in that mansion with all that fucking crazy shit going on, all that fucking and all that stuff going on, that shit didn't even fit in the movie. The movie's about Nicole Kidman cheating on him with some dude at a party, and he had to go clear his head. Somehow they did that Eyes Wide Shut shit. The party just out of nowhere. That shit didn't fit in the movie, but he put it in there. Lo and behold, we know that that's what these parties look like. How about that? Exactly, yo. The count, yo, you telling me? So this is matter of fact. I'm gonna go to that real quick. Hold tight. So I had a little mini rant on that shit on my channel. Let's see. Cause me and Jay we just kind of stumbled up. We just started talking about it. I forgot why. Let me see. Where is it at? Sorry if I hear my son and my nephew next door. They don't got school no more and shit. They out on break. They out there playing Madden and some more shit over there. Here it go. Check this shit out.
Click that share, click that like if you can for me. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it so much. And me and Cannon are here every Tuesday to have a Tuesday night talk and get with you guys and break down some of the information. There it is right there. Oh, here's the little news story. We'll pull it up so you guys can see. Shaun the Sheep will join NASA's Artemis 1 flight to the moon. So I guess this little toy figure of this sheep is heading to the moon. And tomorrow we're getting hit with the big solar storm from the sun because the sun activity has been out of control lately.
I just wish NASA would stop it. I just wish NASA would stop it.
To me, this is symbolism. This is esoteric symbolism. They're sending a sheep to the moon because they know some of y'all are sheep.
Bro, I just wish NASA would stop it. Just tell us the truth, NASA. Y'all been scamming tax dollars for fucking decades.
Allegedly. No,
Allegedly. Allegedly.
NASA just good people. They're just beautiful people.
Oh my gosh. What my man B.O.B. say? NASA stands for not a space agency. Allegedly.
B.O.B. I like the Soul. What was the Soul Glow one? The song that the track he had from the Coming to America joint. Oh man, I listened to that a lot. I liked it. So,
bro, I'm
Coming to America was one of my favorite.
NASA, you do not have me fooled, NASA. We can't go back to the moon because we don't have the technology to do so. We destroyed the technology that we need to go back to the moon. My iPhone has more technology in it than what y'all had when y'all allegedly went to the moon.
The lizard people told us don't come back. That's what happened.
Y'all telling me Richard Nixon was talking to the astronauts in real time?
Yeah, he was. I believe it.
I think he was talking to him in real time too, but I don't know where they was at when he was talking to him in real time.
Man.
That's like me saying, "Hey Jay," and it take like an hour for that transmission to hit you.
It's gonna be this. We're gonna see the same thing when they go to Mars. You know it. There's not gonna be no delay. It's gonna be like me and you talking right now.
Don't get me started on that.
We're talking to the people on Mars. Don't get me started on
that fucking Tesla that they launched into the orbit. That was my little mini rant on NASA, guys. Look, I still stand by it. We ain't go, or we ain't go the way they said we supposed to go. B.O.B. made a song called Stanley Kubrick. He made a song called Stanley Kubrick about that shit. And it's really interesting. Like I said, how was Nixon talking to them guys in real time on the moon? Transmission should have took an hour or two before it got to them. Now maybe I'm the only person. I never heard of them chicks from fucking Hidden Figures until the fucking movie was coming out. I'm a history buff. I love history, especially in school. I loved history. Never once heard of them ladies. Ever. Now, I'm not saying they didn't exist. I'm not saying they didn't do what they said they did, but I'm sorry. I don't think we went to say that. If we went, we ain't go the way they say they did. You can't tell me that we've been to the moon, but then in another breath say that the Van Allen belts don't allow us to leave. How you going to tell us that the Van Allen radiation belts, we haven't penetrated those, and that's what we need to penetrate, to go to the moon? And then in the next breath tell us that we've been already 3 times. Is it 3 times? 3 times. But we can never penetrate that. Oh, why haven't we been back since? Oh, we don't got the technology. We destroyed the technology by mistake. What? Like I said in the thing, my fucking iPhone has more computing power than the computers that you had when you went the first fucking time. Technology's gotten better. You had some fucking, unless you had some fucking secret fucking alien technology that you fucking got rid of. You can't tell me that that's not the case. Well, that's the case. Not to mention you see all those photoshops and the green screens and shit when they're allegedly supposed to be up there doing shit. You see air bubbles in space. How you got air bubbles in space? Why don't we have a clear shot of the fucking Earth? You say the Hubble telescope's out far enough where it could get a clean shot of the Earth. Why don't you turn that motherfucker around and just prove us all wrong? Just saying, guys. Food for thought, food for thought, food for thought. One in the chat if you think we went to the moon. One in the chat if you think we went to the moon. Holy smokes. All right, here go another one, right? So, our boy, God damn, why can't I think of his name? Jason Whitlock, goddamn. Jason Whitlock. No, I don't think I'd go. The only way I would go to the moon, yo, if that was a thing, and the only way I would go is if we got there in like a fucking hour. Like they learned how to fucking fold space time, and that's how we get there. Or they got some Stargate Now, if they told me that they found a functioning Stargate and that's how we got places, I'll more believe that than we fucking got in a rocket and fucking went up to the moon. I'm just saying. Just saying. Not to mention the whole every picture of the Earth that we have is fucking Photoshop. I'm just saying. Anyway, Jason Whitlock, guys, he went Kofi on tight. Let's get to it.
The chairman of the Obama Foundation just happens to look like your oldest daughter. And his wife, who is a doctor, who is credited with delivering your babies, just happens to look like your youngest daughter. The Obamas aren't blind, and their family and friends, and America's not blind. Somebody has to explain this. It's worthy of an explanation, or you should have got rid of these people. And so, literally, distance yourself from them. You got rid of Reverend Wright. You distance yourself from him. Don't make this man the head of the Obama Foundation if he looks just like your oldest daughter. And just the whole story, I mean, the woman delivers the baby. This woman delivers the baby and looks just like the youngest baby. Somebody, please, God, help me understand this. Help me.
Bruh, Whitlock went full Kofi on tight. He went full Kofi on tight, guys. Oh man. But yeah, you're right, Protocol. You're right. He's super late. He's super late, bro. He's super duper late. I was shocked that he went there. I'm shocked that he went there. I'm just saying. He sounds a few shots in. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. I mean, it's been a lot of talk about Michelle Obama. You had D Wade's kid, and I showed y'all that, ask a question, right? Saying, what do you tell teens like myself teens that just want to be themselves, right? This is a trans kid. What do you tell teens like myself that just want to be themselves and thrive like you did and currently are? What do you tell teens like myself, talking about himself, trans kid, who want to be themselves, which I took as a, code for be trans or whatever, like you did and currently are? And I said, oh shit. You kind of seen Michelle Obama's mug break down slightly. And she proceeded to answer that shit as diplomatically as possible. Jason Bracey said that's a planet question. It could very well have been a planet question. It could have. No teen talks like that. That is true. In most cases. Thing is, either A, that was a planet question, or B, that kid knows something that we don't know, or both. But it's been a lot of shit surrounding Michelle about Obama. Could y'all imagine? What if in like a couple of months they tout Michelle Obama out as the first trans candidate for president of the United States? I'm just saying, what if that happens? Hypothetically, guys, full Kofi on tight. Just saying. The prophecy of Joan Rivers would have come true. Maybe, bro. Maybe. Fuego says she's Lexington Steel on the weekends. Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, a lot of shit is interesting, guys. There's a lot of discovery, but you can't deny this, though. Look at this shit. Those girls look like those people. Those girls look like both of those people and nothing like the Obamas. Very fucking interesting. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. What the fuck are their names? Malia and what? Something else? I don't fucking know. But they look just like these people. They don't look nothing like them two. Bruh. Now I know some people like, where's the pictures of Michelle pregnant? I'm like, who the fuck knows and who the fuck cares? Like, I don't even know if my mother got pictures of her pregnant with me. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But this shit is hard to deny. I need to see DNA. I need to see a DNA test, goddammit. I'm just saying. Hey, I need you to be a surrogate. I need you to knock her up, have kids, say their mind, and then when I become the president of the United States, which has already been foreordained, I will make sure you guys are taken care of for the rest of your lives. I'll give you fake jobs with me, and you guys will never have to work again. We just need your eggs and your sperm. Pause. That's interesting, guys. That's very fucking interesting. What's the next one I wanted to say? All right, last one. We out of here. We've done this before, but this is very fucking interesting, guys. Sasha, thank you, Emmanuel. I've actually seen a pregnant Asian person in person. I didn't know she was pregnant. Okay, guys. I like to get my feet done. I like to get my feet greased at least once a month. And the place I go to, the lady, she was greasing my feet, and then next time she was like a couple months pregnant. So I've seen a pregnant woman. I'm just saying. Fuego says, I think you're on to something. With her as the first Transformer president, checks all the Pokemon point boxes. Phil the Kill says, there's a whole cottage industry that analyzes ear canals to match up people unique as a fingerprint. Kofi is still very tight. I hear that. Let's look at this shit, guys. This one's very interesting. Do you think Hollywood... This is very interesting. Let's go.
Has been cloning people for years, or is everybody just wearing a body double? I just made the video about Kanye West and how there's a person walking around that looks like him, but with their own unique features. And if you've watched any of my other videos in the past, you would know the research.
Now I'll say this, right? When I saw those pictures of Kanye West looking like he got fucking shoulder pads on, that nigga like he got on fucking high school shoulder pads. I thought that was this Kanye impersonator, because I was like, is that Kanye? That don't even look like, I guess he looks like Kanye, but he don't look like Kanye. That's like me walking around and I'm fucking the body double for fucking Aaron Donald. I look like Aaron Donald, but I don't look like Aaron Donald, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's go. Actually, I fucked up. Let's go ahead and just do this. We're gonna do this. God damn it. There we go.
Been cloning people for years, or is everybody just wearing a body double? I just made the video about Kanye West and how there's a person walking around that looks like him, but with their own unique features. And if you've watched any of my other videos in the past, you would know the research I've done on Jeffrey Epstein. And for whatever reason, he looks like a clone of Andrew Jackson. Damn. All the way to the point where their scars and wrinkles are in the same exact.
And when I looked at it, right, he does look Andrew Jackson a bit. That's interesting.
Place. Here's a few other celebrities that look exactly like people from the past.
Look at this shit. I need to see if I can make this fucking bigger though. There we go. Oh, I can make that bigger. All right, let's do this. There we go. So we're gonna run this back one more time because I want to read this shit.
Or is everybody just wearing a body double? I just made the video about Kanye West and how there's a person walking around that looks like him, but with their own unique features. And if you've watched any of my other videos in the past, you would know the research I've done on Jeffrey Epstein. And for whatever reason, he looks like a clone of Andrew Jackson, all the way to the point where their scars and wrinkles are in the same exact place. Here's a few other celebrities that look exactly like people from the past.
Mark Zuckerberg looks like former king of Spain and Portugal. Yeah. How interesting is this? Just when did exactly the Game of Thrones take place? In the years after Bran came to power, Dinklage quit advising him and started wearing colorful capes. Hold on. Sorry, they were getting a little out of hand over there. But that's crazy. So you got this little short man and then you got Peter Dinklage. That's fucking crazy. Serena Williams resembles civil rights advocate Betty Shabazz. She does kinda though. That looked just like fucking John Travolta, guys. That's fucking crazy. Keanu Reeves looks a lot like an actor from 150 years ago. So this motherfucker was an actor, and then we got Keanu Reeves. What if that episode of what's that show on Netflix, the cartoon? They had an episode about Keanu Reeves being being a fucking vampire. That's crazy. Jack Black coordinate American militia forces before the outbreak of a Revolutionary War. Is that who this person is? I don't know who the fuck this is, but he looks just like fucking Jack Black. I'm gonna just let it roll. Y'all get the shit. Come on, y'all.
Do you think this is all by coincidence? Or do you believe that they've been cloning people for a really long time?
That's fucking interesting. I don't care what nobody says. Even if you don't believe that shit is fucking interesting. That shit is fucking interesting. LP said, why is Kanye wearing leggings? Why the fuck that nigga got on shoulder pads and no tennis shoes or no shoes? That's the problem. Saint Floyd had a double. George Floyd looks like fucking Steven Jackson. Look at them two motherfuckers side by side. Red says, man, I just put my Father's Day barbecue pit together. Oh shit. But I was sitting down. It closes right at my junk. Nope. Fuego said demons repopulating human vessels. It's a possibility. Yeah, Rez, it's fucking crazy, bro. LP said go back to the Ellen one. All right, hold on. Let's see.
Do you think Hollywood's been cloning people?
I'll turn the fucking sound off. Here we go. I'll let it play real quick. I'll just let it keep playing in a circle. You guys can look at it. Oh man. Phil the Kill said, are some of these painted portraits? Because that's tough to judge. I guess some of them are maybe painted or copies of painted portraits or whatever. The Jack Black one is weak. He did Ellen dirty. Because why? Because he was a dude. Hold on, what's this one? Queen Latifah and Zora Neale Hurston had the same taste in hats. Coincidence? Bruce Willis may or may not have been the supreme commander for the Allied powers. I do like that motherfucker. And he going through dementia right now. I do like Conan. The abolitionist movement had a lot of celebrity lookalikes. Ellen DeGeneres looks like Henry David Thoreau. She does though. That is fucking funny. Oh man, there's about 1,000. What is it? There's about 1,000 famous immortals that have all played each other since the dawn of time. Bro, what if Highlander's a real fucking thing? There can only be one. That'd be crazy. Kind of reminds me of the unfiction web series Monument Mythos. I never heard of that. Huh. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that shit to your attention. I thought that was pretty goddamn cool. Let me see what you sent me, bro. What's this? What the fuck? How's that so small? What's going on with this shit? What's this that you sent me, bro? Who's Brittany Kane? I'm not certain who that is. Let me know what that is, Emmanuel. Who's Brittany Kane? LP, have you followed the Melly trial? No, I haven't followed it. I haven't had time to. Like that week when I was following the Travis Rudolph joint, I ain't really had much to do. This week I've been fucking busy, bro. I've been busy as shit. So I ain't had a chance to follow the Melly joint. I need to catch up on it though. What day is it in? What day is it in? Let me know that. Anyway, like I said, guys, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Guys, please share the stream. Let people know we live. Oh, okay, it's not stream friendly. All right, I ain't gonna fuck with it then. Let me know off. Let me know what the deal is in the DM. Let me know what that's about. So, anyway, I appreciate you. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Like I said, subscribe to my backup channel. That's what we're watching it on YouTube right now. Cannon Speaks on YouTube. Subscribe, guys. This is where I'll be if they keep trying to get me out the paint. LP said it's day 4. Okay, got you. Anyway, if you're over on Rumble, please subscribe to Hotep TV if you're not already subscribed. If you want to donate to the show, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. It keeps the show afloat. Anyway, guys, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be safe, stay strapped, and don't miss. I'll holla at you guys.
Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.